The current rumor, okay, is about Undertaker's WrestleMania match opponent at WrestleMania 32 in Texas. And one name that has been circling around the internet. Now the internet's a dark place anyway, but this takes it to a whole new level. The rumors is that the Undertaker will be against Braun Strowman at WrestleMania, and I'm looking at it right here, and it's Braun Strowman. Look at him, that face. But Brian Alvarez has stated that despite the speculation about Braun Strowman being in the WrestleMania card against Taker, there are still big key players to play a part in how this could go down. He believes that due to Brock Lesnar possibly having a feud with the Wyatt family, that would then take out Strowman's possible plan to have a singles match at Mania. Now the way I see it, Strowman should not be anywhere near a singles match on WrestleMania. It just wouldn't make sense. He hasn't been in the roster for a year yet. So why would you put him up in his first Mania against someone like the Taker in his home state, in his home arena, WrestleMania, against someone like Braun Strowman? It just wouldn't make sense. I personally believe there should be other people who Undertaker should go up against. You know, Kane, who originally was the one who was meant to end the streak. I think Kane would be a suitable superstar to have the Undertaker's retirement match. It makes sense, storyline, and just the way things are right now. Now John Cena's injured. Because if you guys don't know, John Cena was the one who was originally meant to fight the Undertaker at this year's WrestleMania. But the injury bug, which has been circulating around WWE, unfortunately attacked John Cena not too long ago. And, well, we all know what happened there. John Cena's not on the card, by the way, just in case you didn't know. But yeah, so John Cena's out of it, which leaves a big question mark on who the Undertaker would be against at WrestleMania 32. Now, I personally do not want to see Braun Strowman against the Undertaker at Mania, because it just would be a horrific match, and it would just be literally my pee break. There would be several pee breaks on this Mania card if they decided to add that. So hopefully they don't. But I think there should be some superstars which have been forgotten about. Kane, Sting. I think Kevin Owens would be fantastic. Even AJ Styles, because right now AJ is just floating around. And I'll talk about AJ in a minute. I'll get to that. But AJ currently is floating around, so putting him against a Taker match, I don't know. But definitely not Braun Strowman. That is not good. That should not be on the card. Braun Strowman should not be anywhere near the Undertaker at Mania. Yeah, no, thank you. Definitely do not want to see that. You know, I think hopefully Sting comes back and they have that match, or Kane. I think they are sensible candidates to go against the Undertaker. Now we've got the Undertaker off my chest. Okay, now that weight has been lifted off my small shoulders, we can move on to Monday Night Raw. Now right now, okay, I've been looking up on my Twitter, and if you guys haven't already, go follow me at Thomas2498, where we keep things inside and outside the ring and all things off the script. Monday Night Raw last night has probably been the worst Raw in WWE recent history. It was the worst. They had a 3-hour show, and in that 3 hours they got nowhere. Bearing in mind we are 3 weeks away from Fastlane, which is meant to be something that's meant to be pushing the hype for Mania. They then waste a Monday Night Raw? Seriously, who's booking this? Who is booking this crap? They have wasted enough time already not building enough superstars up, and then they go and waste this Raw when we are 3 weeks away from Fastlane, 8 weeks away from Mania. Somebody really needs to sort themselves out in that company. Can you hear me, Vince? Can you hear me loud and clear? Because you need to sort yourself out, sunshine. Seriously, what is going on? I watch Raw, and it's 3 hours long, and there is not one bit on this Raw where I was like, that was good segment. Okay, first of all, let's talk about AJ Styles. You know, he last week was against Chris Jericho in his debut match at Raw. Fantastic match. Never been seen before. Wow, what a way to make a debut on Raw. Then on SmackDown, he was against Curtis Axel, hits the Stars Clutch for the first time. It's not great, but it's something. This week, however, we get an AJ Styles on the Miz TV segment. Why? What is the point? For 15 minutes, when we could have had a 15-minute match with AJ Styles, we instead got AJ Styles sitting in a seat, didn't even speak a word, while the Miz talks about how AJ Styles basically is Daniel Bryan, and how the Miz should have AJ Styles under his wing, and that the Miz can make AJ Styles a superstar. I'm not being funny, but whoever wrote that promo needs to sort themselves out and realise we ain't stupid. We know what AJ Styles has achieved, so why would you put in that promo that the Miz can make AJ Styles? Bearing in mind, AJ Styles has achieved it all in TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan, and now he's in the big time, and you're telling me he is nothing? AJ Styles probably has to be one of the best up until now, because obviously now he's in the WWE. He is probably the best indie superstar ever, or as Chris Jericho likes to say, ever. Or however he does it. I don't know what he's doing with his gimmick at the moment. Even that's another rant to do another time. But right now, AJ Styles is just floating around. You know, he's like Sister Abigail, or one of those things that Bray Wyatt talks about, his buzzards. Because right now, AJ Styles is just floating around. This is why I think AJ Styles should not have debuted at the Royal Rumble, unless they was going to do something solid with him. The only reason why they put that in there, I mean, bearing in mind the Royal Rumble would have been a piece of crap if AJ Styles did not come out. He was the only good thing that came out of that Rumble, was AJ Styles finally coming into the WWE. I personally believe they should have saved it till the night after Mania. I get they want him on the card for Mania because of the lack of superstars, but if they would have booked things right when people were injured, all them weeks, all them months ago, they wouldn't have this problem they have now. It's too late. It's too late to change things. This year could be the worst Mania in history. Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens. That's not a match we haven't seen yet, is it? Nah, it's not like. Let me be funny, guys. We have seen this match 9 times now. 9 times. Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens. This time, the only difference is Dolph Ziggler managed to get a win. He hit one zigzag. Kevin Owens couldn't kick out, even though he could kick out of like several attitude adjustments. And we won't go on to other things he's been able to kick out, because the list is too long, because Kevin Owens is a beast. But Dolph Ziggler hits his zigzag and he can't kick out. What's going on there? Don't know. But Dolph Ziggler wins. Kevin Owens loses. The only prediction I can make about this at the current moment in time is they're going to book a piece of trash match between Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens. Justly, what is the point? You're not going to get anywhere for it. There's no point. Now here is my problem with Roman Reigns. Now, for those who know me with the wrestling, they know full well I almost jizzed in my pants when I found out, when I watched live Roman Reigns get eliminated, because I swear to God, I was so happy that he did not retain that title in the Royal Rumble, because that was just a sight I did not want to see. it wouldn't be so bad because last year they booked him decent, not well, but okay. I could have put up with Roman being champion last year. Obviously not once Seth won the title, but before that, I could have dealt with Roman having that piece of gold round his waist or on his shoulder. But the way they've booked him in 2015, nah, no way. Especially how they booked him at the Royal Rumble. They booked him in this 1v all gauntlet pretty much match in the Royal Rumble, and he's not even there for half of the Rumble. That does not look like someone who I want to be main event in WrestleMania against Triple H, because it's pretty obvious that Roman Reigns is going to defeat Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose. It's obvious. But why are they building Roman Reigns up when on Raw you have Roman not even come out and talk trash to Brock Lesnar? Dean Ambrose did. Dean Ambrose looks like a greater champion than Roman ever was. And Roman Reigns is a 2-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And then you get Dean Ambrose coming out here telling Brock Lesnar, where to shove his Suplex City. That is heart. That takes heart and bravery, especially when it comes to Brock Lesnar. I don't know what they're doing with Roman Reigns. They need to sort the booking out, because I'm telling you now, the main event to WrestleMania could be the first main event where people truly might go to bed early or leave the arena early or whatever because they don't care. It's obvious that Roman Reigns is going to win. It's obvious Triple H is going to put Roman over. We don't care. Change it up, for God's sake. It's getting too predictable, and sometimes predictable isn't bad. But this is on a new level. This is something I don't want to see. It takes the mick. But as for Mania right now, this is the way I would like to see it plan out. It's obvious that the WWE creative team are going to be too stuck up to not push Roman Reigns. That's obvious. Okay. The Rock, I doubt, is going to have a match at Mania. Triple H is taken, and so is Brock. The only other person probably could be Undertaker. I just got a gut feeling that won't happen. If it does, you guys can come back to this video and comment on this video, haha, you was wrong, or tweet me at Thomas2498. It's up to you guys. But the way I think it should plan out is I think Roman should turn heel at Mania. That way, it gives me some, not just me, but the millions of people around the world who watch this crap on Raw and SmackDown and the pay-per-views, we can then release our anger on Roman and it makes sense. Because right now we're booing a face. Like, why? Because Roman is a piece of trash. Turn him heel, we get to boo him, it makes sense. The only way they could do that is if The Rock somehow helps Roman win the title and then Roman spears or, Superman ejects or Superman ejaculates all over The Rock and then says, haha, I never needed you. I don't know. But the main event's clearly going to be Triple H versus Roman rape. Chris Jericho, I don't know. I mean, at first I thought they was going to have Chris versus Dean. I don't know what they're doing now with Dean, because he's in this match at Fastlane. So after Fastlane, they've got 3-4 weeks to book an IC title match for Mania. I think Chris Jericho could somehow fit in that. Got a gut feeling they just won't, even though they got stuff there from Battleground and the Royal Rumble. But the WWE are just too crazed up right now with everything of Roman, and they don't realise the potential they could have with other superstars. AJ Styles, I don't know. We could have Sami Zayn come up to the roster before Mania. We could have Finn. I don't know. I don't know. Right now, I don't know who AJ could fight. I hope it's not someone like The Miz or Curtis Axel. I want him to be someone against... to be honest, I would like to see an IC title match with AJ at Mania. I want AJ to walk away with Mania with some gold. Please. Do you know what? I think would be a good idea is AJ Styles winning the United States Championship. Because right now that title's trash. Kalisto having that title, it just doesn't make sense. That, like, John Cena brought that title up to where it should have been last year. Then he lost it to Del Rio. Fair enough, Del Rio is a credible champion. And then they gave it to Kalisto. Nah, they're just trying to make a Rey Mysterio V2. You know, the only thing right now that is fantastic about WWE is a product which isn't even Raw or SmackDown. Right now, the only good thing about it is NXT. Seriously, the guys they have down there, the roster, the storylines, the way it's booked, Triple H, William Regal, I take my hat off to you guys, because you have made an awesome brand down there with your Performance Center superstars and your ex-indie superstars. Seriously, you know, I mean, Dusty Rhodes helped build that brand. Rest in peace, Dusty, because NXT wouldn't be the same without him, and I'm glad he had his part in that. You know, look at the roster. Okay, I'm gonna take it. I've got the roster here. I'll read out some names. If you haven't heard of any of these guys or watched any of these matches, I recommend watching them, because trust me, NXT is the hottest thing apart from Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground and New Japan right now, because Raw and SmackDown is trash. So is TNA. TNA, you just don't want to watch TNA anyway. But in terms of Raw and SmackDown, it's nowhere compared to this. People on the roster: Apollo Crews, Austin Aries, Baron Corbin, Elias Samson, Finn Balor, Enzo Amore and Big Cass, Hideo Itami. We have Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn, Rhino, Ty Dillashaw. They're just some names. We have the American Alpha, Jason Jordan, and I forgot the other guy. Wow. I don't know why. I don't know how I forgot the other guy. That's bad. Jason Gordon. Chad Gable, there we go. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, American Alpha. They are a phenomenal tag team. Seriously, I don't know what's going on with the tag team division in WWE right now in terms of Raw and SmackDown. They've got one good thing going, and that's a New Day, and they're getting quite boring recently now. Hopefully Big Cass and Enzo come up. I think that would be amazing. Or to hear that music and to hear everybody chant soft at Mania. Oh, the goosebumps. The goosebumps would be crazy. WWE seriously have to sort out the card now for Mania. The clock's ticking. They've got so much they can do in so little time. You know. Hopefully this Mania, because I will do a WrestleMania review, and I might even do a WrestleMania live reactions. Hopefully my reactions and review is good by the time Mania has come and gone, because, you know, I really don't want to sit through a bad Mania. It's not happened yet. I don't want to be alive when one does happen. But, you know, hopefully things can change. Things unexpectedly can happen between then. But, you know, we just got to leave it in the hands of the people which supposedly know what they're doing. Anyway, it's been me, Thomas Williams, with Inside the Ring. All things inside and outside the ring. Rumours, news. You guys hear it here first. Or second, or third. I'm only joking, guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. Go follow me on Twitter at Thomas2498. Subscribe to the channel. This has been Inside the Ring. Keep it off the script, guys. Peace.